With Forsaken literally 48 hours away from crushing all of our dreams of getting Kate to notice us, Bungie gave us a little taste of what they've been cooking up for us at Bungie Studios, and it has caused Twitter to actually explode with joy and opinions about this new game mode, GAMBIT. So naturally, we had to ask our captive audience on Twitter to let us know what they thought about this unexpected GAMBIT trial, and we got such a huge response. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to answer the big questions. Like, does GAMBIT show that Bungie is listening to the fan base? Did this create enough hype to get people on board the Forsaken hype train? And is it possible to reverse all the damage done to Destiny 2? My name is KillerB61, and I will be answering all these questions on this revival episode of Community Thoughts.
Alright. Let's see what we got. Cabal on the field. Boots to the back.
Bungie's had a rough start. They really have with Destiny 2. Year 1 was just a mess. And this whole series has been about bringing attention to what this community wants to change or really enjoys and wants more of. And they've been mostly negative, which isn't great, but I know Bungie watches these videos. So I've always made sure I use actual community tweets and keep my opinions honest. And my honest opinion is, this stuff should have already been in the game. And Bungie isn't off the hook for that, but they know that. So that being said, GAMBIT is so freaking good. It's so good. I don't know how we've gone this long without a game mode like this. It's crazy. But it was worth the wait because it's so good. Earlier this year, Bungie had the Creator Summit in an effort to gain insight into what we all think as a group, as a community, and really bang out a good DLC filled with fun content. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the first sign of progress. Let's talk about this game mode and what it is, and we can break down why this is calling so much attention to itself.
This is GAMBIT, an all-new hybrid game mode for Destiny 2 Forsaken.
This is something totally new to Destiny. We've never seen PvPvE like this before, and it is exciting to try it out. You fought the Fallen. You fought the Taken while fighting Fallen, but you have never, ever fought the Taken while fighting the Fallen, while fighting another Guardian with an overshield, probably in a super, at the same time. That is a stressful moment, and that is good. It is so good to have stressful moments like this, because when you come together as a team and overcome these challenges, you freak out. You lose your marbles. And this is part of why raids are so fun, because they are so challenging to complete without losing at least 3 friends. And this creates memorable moments for the player. Create a challenge that puts pressure on the player, overcome the challenge, fall in love with the game. That's the steps that we need to follow to make a good game. This will only be ruined by one thing, however, because we've got those steps here right now, guys. I really feel that we have that here, but there's only one thing that can ruin this: the loot pool. I would play the round of GAMBIT and have a hell of a good time, and then I would get poo-poo loot, which I know is not the actual loot pool this game mode is going to have. The only reason I even bring it up is because it shows how quickly this could be ruined and how we've actually been down this road before, and it led us to disappointment. Remember the Court of Oryx? Remember the Prison of Elders? Remember the Siva version of Court of Oryx? I forgot its name, but whatever. All of those modes were fun when we got them, but they had terrible loot pools, so they were rarely played and eventually not played at all. I could not find random people there anymore. A month into the DLC, it was just completely abandoned. Gambit needs to have kick-ass loot and feel rewarding 25% of the time. That's it. Just 25%. That's 1 out of 4 matches that I would like an item that rewards my hard work. And I'm not talking about give me exotics. I'm just saying give me something that's useful. Something that I wouldn't have had if I didn't play this mode. Because ultimately, what will ruin this for everyone is if it gives us trash loot. If this is a rewarding experience, well, Bungie has hit a home run. This game mode has been called the best game mode in the entire Destiny universe because it has a little bit of everything. It's got intense situations. It's got trash talking. It's got clutch PvP moments. It's got clutch PvE moments. Hell, it freaking has Asian Matthew McConaughey. What more do you want from Bungie? I think the PvP matchmaking aspect has a lot of people hurting right now, though. Literally all the complaints I've seen are actually about how it feels to play Gambit solo, because it can be frustrating playing with a team that doesn't communicate. In any kind of activity, but Gambit especially, teamwork is so vital for success in this game mode. And we knew this was the case. Literally everyone made a Gambit tips and tricks video to help with this. But nobody watched them apparently because people still make dumb mistakes. I get so mad when I see my entire team is just running around with 15 motes each and then we get invaded. Why is this happening? Why is all of you dead now? We just wasted 45 motes because you all wanted to just, I don't even know what you wanted to do because you weren't banking anything. And then you have the opposite person who banks like every emote they pick up, like 1 or 2 at a time, which is playing it just too safe. At least hold 5 so you're contributing. It's almost as bad. This person is still bad, but they're better than the other guys. Oh, and the absolute worst person is the one who leaves the match as soon as you fall behind.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
There needs to be a penalty for quitting a bunch, and there actually is going to be one put in to Gambit once Forsaken launches on September 4th, which is good. I just don't like being in the 2v4 matches anymore. That's just too painful to play. This is just the pains of multiplayer. The other pain of multiplayer is getting killed by the other multiple players. And this has caused me to have to say something really just outlandish. Are you guys are not ready for it. Are you ready? You might be ready for it. I'm going to say it. Sleeper Simulant does not need to be nerfed.
Well, why you boring me? I'm right.
We're in a new sandbox, and it's okay for the power weapon to be powerful. I like it when power weapons are powerful because the powerful weapons should be the power ones, right? This always happens when new interactions with other players occur, and when we enter a new meta, the word nerf gets thrown around a lot, and I think that until we get all of these new toys that come with Forsaken, which is what Gambit is meant to be played with, maybe we should all just sit down and put away the nerf cannon for just a second and wait until the Forsaken loot is in the pool and we can all play Gambit with all of that. Maybe there's something that completely puts Sleeper Simulant into obsolescence and it's just forgotten. I really hope that doesn't happen, but maybe there's some god gun out there that's better than Sleeper Simulant that we just don't know about yet. Gambit is the perfect marriage between PvE and PvP, which has surprised us all, but now I think about it, we shouldn't have been surprised at all. What has Bungo been telling us since day one? We want our weapons to feel the same no matter where you're using them. The concept that when you're in the Crucible, your shotgun does the same damage as when you're in a raid. This is shown here so perfectly that I finally get what their vision has been all this time, and damn, I'm impressed. Let's look at this real quick, okay? Let's look. So I go and kill ads with my auto rifle, then I go and melt this boss, and then I jump through a portal and go kill other guardians with that same auto rifle. And I feel just as comfortable using that gun as I did before I even went through the portal. That is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. All this put together makes an amazing experience. It's been months since I've played with my OG Destiny 1 fire team. I'm saying like vanilla Destiny 2 is the last time we all cared enough to plan and get on at the same time. But we did it on Saturday, and we had a freaking blast playing Gambit. This really builds hype for Destiny 2's next expansion. I think they did it because it shows that content has potential to be awesome and finally bring back the essence of what made Destiny 1 so much fun. Beating challenging activities with your friends on a Saturday night.
Allies invading. Invade's incoming.